Hey friends, it's Holly. Welcome to Dandelion Stitches, and welcome if you're new, welcome if you're not. Awesome to have you. This is our second week of Christmas in July. I have my little elf thing going on here, dingle dingle. So today we're going to do table runners. Yeah, because you know, your girl loves a table runner. Before we get started with that, a couple of things. First of all, if you are newer here to the channel, I have something called essential tremors. No big deal. It just means I shake. And today my right hand or my left hand is having its own little dance party. So if you see my hand and you see I'm shaking, it's all it is. I'm not nervous. I'm not on anything. I shake. It's what I do. So anyway, Christmas in July. So we are not the only internet things doing Christmas in July. There are a lot of other creators that are doing this, but also there are quite a few retailers that are doing sales in July that are Christmas related. So if you've got, I mean, you can go on Etsy and see what's going on there. You can just type in Christmas fabric sale or, you know, anything in it, it'll pop up. But I believe Pastry Shop Quilts might have been doing a sale, and so just kind of keep your eye out because you never know. Maybe your fave is having a sale. So also, I wanted to talk about Christmas themed subscription boxes. Missouri Star Quilt does one. Last year, Fat Quarter Shop did a Jolly box. I have not seen anything regarding that yet, but and maybe they're doing something different this year, but I will keep my eye on that. Shoot, is it Creative Quilting? I'll put links down below to anything that I'm aware of that does a Christmas themed box, but I need to say they are spendy. I think the one for Missouri Star Quilt, which I have signed up for, is like 160 maybe. So like I said, it's spendy, but I've got a birthday the day after Christmas, and so sometimes I say, this sounds like a good birthday present. Let's do this. So keep your eye out for that if that's something that you're interested in. Last year I got Fat Quarter Shop's Jolly Box, and it was good. It was good. So just a thought, you know, since we're talking Christmas. So I'm going to throw a few videos in right now of the 3 table runners that I did. And then we'll talk about the patterns that I used and the fabric. So, let's do it. So table topper. This first one is a table topper. This is called So Merry Log Cabin Table Topper. I think this was a free pattern. This was from Fort Worth Fabric Studio. I'm pretty sure it was a free pattern. They don't, I mean, this pattern is designed for people who have done this, who have sewn. I mean, there's like no instructions. It just kind of gives you a vague, try this, it'll work. And it did. I used almost entirely, yeah, I think I did use almost all scraps that I had from last year. I am just sort of now starting to super dig Log Heavens. It's just fun. This one I didn't, because it was scraps, like you were supposed to do, or at least it was suggested that you do similar fabrics all next to each other, and I didn't have enough of the red to do that. So, but I don't hate it. I'm happy. I am happy. It was very simple. It went together like start to finish in less than a day. So if you're looking for something to throw on your table in a hurry, this is a good one. As always, they will be beneath in the description box, the links. This one is, I love this pattern so much. This was not do it in a day. This took me some time. But this is from Cut Loose Press. It is called Crazy Christmas Trees, and I adore it. I adore it. I would make so many of these. It suggests that you use the Creative Grids ruler. Cut Loose Press kind of has a thing going with Creative Grids rulers where they focus on their rulers. And I think without it, it might have been a struggle. So that's just a suggestion. But anyway, I did it again, scrappies. There's some Charlie Harper in here. There's some grunge, because I'll tell you what, I love grunge. I discovered that I do not have enough low volume fabric in my stash at all. I do not have enough. I dug through every pile of scraps. It was a struggle. So note to self, or note to you, never say no to the low volume fabrics. There's a place for them somewhere, and it's here. So this one, I went ahead and hand stitched the binding, and I don't know why I don't do this every time. I know why I do. I'm in a hurry. That's why I don't. But for me personally, hand stitch binding it just looks so much better. It's better. It's just better. So anyway, that one is Cut Loose Press, Crazy Christmas Trees. It is challenging. Not difficult, but challenging. Which, that's good for a sewer. Have a little challenge. Okay, so here's the wild card. And I didn't know when I got going on this if I was going to like it or not. But, you know, okay, so the inspiration was this pattern from the Simply Modern Christmas book. Because I just loved that big pattern down the center, and I really wanted to use some of this cute fabric that I had gotten, and all I had were fat quarters. So I improvised, and I used 2 fat quarters, one for the centerpiece, and then one for the centerpiece. And I fussy cutted them. I did the fussy cut technique. Yeah, good enunciation of whatever. My brain is not functioning. Anyway, excuse me. Let's back this pattern now that I've let it go. Sugar. Oh, there it is. Okay, so, and see, it chose white for its, background. And I tried white, and I just didn't dig it. I really felt like the black pulled out of the fabric better than white, so I went with black. And again, I was only working with fat quarters, except for I did have some black yardage. So these pieces, these pieces I cut out of black yardage. But, and it goes through in this pattern how to cut these little side pieces to do it the way the pattern says. But because I was in fussy cut mode, and I wanted each one of these little windows on each side to be, oh, look, those are in the same spot. Well, that was not good planning. Oh, well. I wanted these to be what was going to be showing up in these these little rectangles. So I fussy cutted them, and again, is that fussy cutted? That does not seem correct. Anyway, I cut them up, I measured them, I did some math, and this is what it ended up with. And strangely, I know it is so un-Christmas looking, but I really like it. It's weird and wonderful, and I really like it. I don't know how it would go with anyone's Christmas decor, but I really like it. And then the back, I used the same idea. I used the two. This one was a fat quarter, and this one was a fat quarter, and you could use either side. I did not hand sew this binding. We've got little threads. I finished this like 10 minutes ago. Sticking out all over it, but I should have, because it's better. Everyone has their own preference. So that's it for, oh, let me show you something real quick up close. I got another pattern. This will not be happening this year, just so you know. This pillow, Champagne Christmas. This is Jen Kingwell. Is this Jen Kingwell? Yes, it's Jen Kingwell Designs Collective. Louise Papas. Trees. I'm sure you figured out by now, I've got a tree problem. I love this. Again, the low volume fabrics, I still love it. Next year, this is going to happen. So, see you at the other camera. So that was table runners for this week. I would also, here, okay, we're good. Edit, that's why we edit. Table runners. I would also strongly suggest the mini brick road pattern. I don't have it in front of me right now. I will link it below. I have made umpteen majillion of these, 5 maybe. They use charm packs, 5-inch pre-cuts. Goes together super fast. It's an awesome, and I made 2 of these last year for my girls, my daughter and my daughter-in-law. Turned out adorable. It's such a good pattern. It's really well written, and you're setting up for success with this one. It's a good one. So next week we're going to do pillows. Well, back up. Tomorrow, if the crafting gods are with us, we will be doing a craft project involving jars and paint and quilted things to go with the jars and paint. So fingers crossed. I have already painted the jars, but we will go together and do the rest of the craft together. So I hope it works. So anyway, and then the following week, our 3rd week of Christmas in July, we're going to do pillows. So if anybody has a pillow suggestion that they would like to see, a pattern that they would like to see done, let me know. Otherwise, I've got a few in mind. So there was one more thing. Oh well, it'll come to me. It wasn't important. Be well, be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.